the controls now.
So share, Mr. John, please share your screen so that I can guide you appropriately. Share your email screen where you got that mail, then we start from there.
HR is recording. Let me check.
Okay, while we are waiting for Mr. John, when we go for trainings, there's something we do, and that is we do what we call pre-tests. I've gone for trainings and you don't even know what they want to teach you, and they ask you to come and do tests, and I keep wondering, why would these people do this? Okay, so the essence is that test will show you what you are supposed to learn. It does not matter whether you have an idea or you don't have any idea. At the end of the training, you are still going to do that test again. So how you performed before the training and after the training can be compared, and we will know whether you have really learned anything or not. Okay, for that reason, we are going to do a pretest. If you don't know anything there, don't worry. Just make sure you take note of those questions that are being asked, so that by the time we are done, what we are trying to do is you should be able to at least be able to answer all those questions. Mr. John, how far? Mr. John, are you able to share your screen? Okay, good. Okay, click the join this portal. Click it, click it. Have you clicked it?
Yes. Yes.
But it's not going now.
No, I need to put in my email. It's already gone.
We are not seeing. This is the old screen that we are seeing. You know.
What do you want to see?
I need to guide you. We are still in your Outlook. Maybe you need to, what you do, close it and share it again. We are in your.
Find my own address. I don't see him.
I think he needs to join the portal first. Then he opens a browser. Then he can now share screen by going to that browser.
Share the screen for the browser, yes.
Yes, share the screen for the browser.
Close this one and share the screen for the browser. We need to see what you are doing on the browser.
Exactly.
You say that it's your screen. They are saying that they don't want to see the whole screen. That not this thing they want to see.
Just end sharing first, John. End the sharing first.
Open the mail separately.
Then I want to believe that there's a browser that's opened on your system for the Zoho.
Is it fine now?
Come again?
You have not ended the share for your Outlook. The Outlook, end the share for your Outlook.
Yeah, the current share, end it.
Hello?
You are still sharing your screen. End that first. You know, you need to end this action before you go to the other action we are trying to ask you. Yeah. Just end screen sharing. Yeah. Exactly. Fine. Beautiful. So exactly. So you should have a browser now open for Zoho. So once that is open, you can now do a sharing screen again and take us to that browser. That way we'll be able to see all the actions you're carrying out.
This is talking. He's talking about. Is this saying it? This is what he's talking about.
Hello, is it okay now?
He's not saying it.
You are not sharing yet.
You are not sharing your screen. No?
Yes. So Microsoft.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, it's coming up.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay now.
Enter your email address.
I want to believe everybody's watching now.
Enter your email address.
I've done it now.
Engineer Fatile.
Yes.
Those of our other colleagues that have this Zoho access, can they also be trying that on their system?
Please, everybody, just open your Zoho page. Enter your we are not supposed to pick your email address. Enter your password for logging into your system.
Okay. Hello?
Click sign in, click sign in. Okay, you can save it. Stay signed in, yes. You can click update now. Click update now. I'm in a training. Continue. Showing error there.
I went to assist. She didn't come on, so there are a lot of things we need to do.
Says deny. Okay, is Mananyika still on this call? Okay, Madam Nyeka has gone. Something is wrong with the access.
No, I'm there.
Okay, I think it's going now.
The
The access was showing that it was denied. I don't know. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what comes out. Oh, the login did not
take you to suppose
something went wrong. Mr. John, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So what you do for me now, go back to your Outlook.
Okay.
That join portal, don't click it. Just right click it and copy it.
Join portal.
And you go to your Outlook, you go back to your Outlook.
Okay, yes, I'm there now.
That join login details, just don't click it, just right click and copy that file. Copy the URL address. Can you do, have you done that?
It's not copying.
You should copy now.
It's not copy. Copy hyperlink. Go on there.
Copy the hyperlink. I said you should copy the hyperlink. Are you able to do that?
Yes.
Copy it now. So when you copy it, don't use this. Do you have Chrome on your system? Chrome.
Okay, now my own is.
Do you have Google on? Yes, Google on, instead of this Edge. I think you are using Edge. Go and use Google Chrome.
Chrome.
I should copy it on Google.
Yes, Google Chrome. Yes, don't use this this browser. I think this is Microsoft Edge. Use Google Chrome. You can always share with us so that we monitor what you are doing. We have to be fast. We have a lot to do.
You want to go look at? I'm in a training room. Organizer will come.
Where did you come from? They said it.
Mr. John, are you able to share your screen with us, please? Oh, we will need to move forward because.
You should the one is playing for time because to get around. But yeah,
that's what we feel open up here. Come on. Good.
Mr. John.
Yeah, yes.
How are you doing? We need to know, please. We need to be fast.
I'm getting through.
Share your screen. Let's see what we are doing, please.
She really knew money. I don't know my password. I'll cut it on there. Your account purpose if you don't remember your password, set it now. Mo fẹ́ lo Chrome, but if I lo ilé, this is the page. Edge.
Can you share your screen with us? Okay.
No, come on not to get it. You be my man. Oh, try. I finally came.
You don't have Chrome on your system.
Hello, John. Can we use Banjo or someone else so that we don't delay?
So we move. Mr. Steven, are you with Mr. John there? Okay. Mr. Banjo. Is Mr. Banjo there?
Please, where is the Mr. John? Is he in comment of kilometer 51?
He's in Comat. Sorry, he's in kilometer 51. He's in kilometer 51.
Don't worry, I will have a session privately with him later.
Okay, so that we can move forward. Please, we have a lot to do and we will not.
Yes, you can.
So
let's use another
person. That can we will see how we can get that done. Okay.
Yeah. Banjo is on the call.
Okay.
Banjo or Sam. Sam too has access rights. Currently, I don't think Sam is on this call.
Sam is not there.
And what of Steven? I think Steven has some.
Yes, Steven Iwada also has access rights.
He has access. He has access. So I just want to know how many people that does not have access now and they are supposed to have, so that we know how to send somebody to them after this training to go and activate that immediately.
No, all the 6 people, they all have their access.
We have John. Who else again? Who is the third person? Mr. Lawson?
Ayo Latunji. John.
Where is it based?
I think Ayo is based outside of Lagos. I'm not sure he's on the call too.
In Kano. Ayo is in Kano.
Ayo is in Kano, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Lawson, you are raising your hand.
I thought you said any other person. I'm not among the 6 persons.
No, you're not.
No issues.
So is it that we have Banjo, Steven, Sam, Amaka?
Okay. Can you give Banjo the access to share so that we can do this very fast?
Okay, fine.
I also do not want to leave anybody behind. So that when I'm doing something here, it's very key that you're able to access that thing. So give Mr. Banjo the access.
Okay.
And we can do that very fast, please.
Okay. Hello, Banjo, you have access.
Okay. Okay, can you can I see your screen very well, Mr. Banjo? Okay, good.
Okay. Fine.
Your name. Okay, update.
Access tó wà deny ìlú mẹ́rin. Àbí kó dáa tó ló ti pẹ́ mo ti ṣe lé gan náà. Ẹ̀wọ̀n bó ṣe wà blank.
Click next, please. Next.
No.
Just next. Next it. Cancel the mobile app. Cancel that. Okay, you are good. Excellent. Okay, Mr. Banjo has been able to. Mr. Banjo has been able to. So what you can do, you can save this page as a bookmark, so that next time you want to, very good, add bookmark. Excellent. Done. Excellent. So anytime you want to access it, you just need to open a new browser. Then from there you click it. Okay. So Mr. John, have you been able to get it done? Okay. So we will not wait.
I know you said access denied.
Access denied. Okay, the IT will sort that out. We are sorry for that. Something must have gone wrong. That will be sorted out. Maybe the email was wrong or something like that. Okay, so this is the interface for
Engineer Fatile.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you in. I think we have Lawson, we have Temitope raising up their hands. I don't know, maybe they want to ask a question before we move on.
Okay, Mr. Lawson, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
You called Mr. Lawson. This Lawson.
Yes. You raised up your hand.
That was then.
Okay, you have to raise it down. You have to raise it down. Temitope.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm Temitope.
Okay.
My concern is our group team leader is not on this call, and I'm not sure he's able to also do what Banjo did. So how do we cover for that?
Where are you based?
Me, I'm in Port Harcourt.
Okay. We will need to probably organize a separate session for you, or what I can do a short video on how you are going to log in. I can send it to you. Right?
Okay.
Right. So this is also, we are recording this. This will be available to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And needless to say, Temitope, you can also just follow through with what we are doing here.
Okay, can we move, please?
Right.
Thank you very much. Mr. Banjo, you can close your screen. You can hand your screen, please. Okay, just a minute. Can we see a screen before us? Yes, can we see a screen? So what I want you to do for me, please, everybody, I want you to open, you can use your phone or you can open another browser from your system. Just type www.kahoot.it on your phone, or if your network is good on your phone. If not, you can use your system. Just log into this web page. Can we do that very fast, please? www.kahoot.it. It's going to ask you for your name. Just put your name there, and we will see you from here. Okay, Mr. Babatunde is in.
Is it everybody?
Everybody, please.
Okay, please.
So you just, it's going to ask you for PIN. You just put this PIN 6801644.
You said WW, please. You can help me call that again, please. Can you call that again, sir, please?
The web page, Abby?
Yes, sir.
www. Don't even type W, just type kahoot.it. kahoot.it.
Okay, .it.
I put the code, put your name, and let's go.
It's asking for a nickname now.
Don't use nickname. I want to see your name there, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's be fast. We have a lot to do. I can only see 5 people. Where are others? Okay, number 6, 7. Eight people. Where are others? Oh. If your internet is not good on your phone, I will prefer you use your system. Tommy, I've not seen you. Hello, Tommy. Amaka.
Oh, you said I should the code, please. The game pin.
6801644. 6801644.
Okay. I should forget about the nickname and my name, right?
Put your name, please.
Okay.
Okay, Amaka is in. Tommy. Esther is in. Okay, good. Who else?
Lawson.
Okay, good. Is Banjo in? About today, yes. Okay, is there anybody that is having problem with logging in? Please let me know. We need to start. Essay.
Yeah.
Do you have any problem logging in?
I have a problem logging in.
What is the problem?
My internet connection is not strong enough, and then I cannot use Comat's Wi-Fi because it's telling me security detected.
Can you use your system? Are you in the office?
I tried and it's not working. I'm in the office.
No, it should work now. Why will it not work? It should work.
Actually, I cannot log in.
Madam, maybe you can use internet on your phone, on your laptop.
Yes, sir.
Just go to your browser, just type kahoot.it, that's all.
I've done that.
What is it showing?
The first time he showed me that I should log in. I use my Felicia.Onabanjo.
No. Just use the code 6801644. No, when you log into this website, the only thing you see is game pin. That is and login. That's all.
You are processing the second one.
What did you say? I will see
game pin. That's what you are going to see now.
Okay, let me relog in again.
Please let's do that very fast.
We are not going to take another batch tomorrow. I want us to pack this ones until when it is happening.
Have you been able to log in now to start?
Hello.
Hello?
No, my browser, Fatile.
Your browser is not good, right?
Fatile.
Yeah, I can log in now.
Yes, ma'am.
On my browser, I have Kahoot /create kahoot.it login. I have learning games. So which one do I need to?
Enter. Did you see enter game pin? Game pin. Did you see anywhere there?
Okay, I've seen it.
6801644.
Okay.
6801644.
Okay.
I think Ayo from Kano is here now.
6801644.
This is 016. Okay.
Put your name and let's start listening.
Asking for my nickname.
Your name, man.
Your
name.
You can put your nickname too. So maybe we'll learn. You will know your nickname.
No, I need
today.
the name. I don't want to be confused though, because we are going to. All right, good. Please. The idea is this. We need to be aware of the idea. At the end of the training, we should be able to answer this question. Now, we might not be able to answer it. It does not matter. Some of us have idea. Some don't have idea at all. Don't worry. But at the end of the training, we should be able to answer it. So the idea is to have to create, what we are supposed to know from the beginning to kind of introduce it. So we have 60 seconds for each question. It's just about 12 questions, right? We have 60 seconds for each question. Pick from your phone, not from this screen, from your own device. You will pick the answer. We have 4 answers. One of them should be correct. You will see your score immediately, whether you are right or you are wrong. You will see it immediately. You understand? So that is the idea. So we start now. You have 60 seconds to pick your answer, and you will see the timer on your screen also. Somebody is standing up. Mr. Karunwi, you are standing up. We want to start. Okay, so just be ready, everybody. 60 seconds for one question. We start now. Thank you. So you pick your answer from your system, anyone that you think is correct, you pick it. You have 60 seconds for that. So I have only 11 people that has answered, though. 12 people. Your time is tinkling. 18 seconds to go, 13 people. Okay, your time is
I'm
almost.
having a delay. I'm having a delay.
It's because of the network. I hope you have picked the answer.
Yes, I have.
I know you don't have any problem if you have picked it. Okay, good. 10 people got it. 5 people missed it. So a project is a finite endeavor to create a unique product or service. Let's just take note of that.
I didn't get it.
All right. Okay. If you pick your answer first, you get, even if it's correct, you get a higher mark than others. Okay, we move to the next question. Okay, one person got it wrong. Okay, so we go to the difficult ones now. Those ones are just, we go to, okay, Mr. Timitope is leading. Okay. Okay, only 4 people got it. Okay, basically, let me just explain this. In Zoho Project, when you want to manage a project, it's important you are able to break it down to smaller manageable chunks. All right. So those chunks can, you have a project, you can break it down to milestones. They are smaller chunks. Now from that milestone, you break it down to task list, then task. So that's just a progression in Zoho Project. Let's just take note of that, right? Okay, go next. Excellent, excellent. So that one is so you have the opportunity of reporting issues. You know, hardly will you see any projects that you are handling that you not have issues. So a good way to document it, right, is that you report it, and you report it as an issue, so that later when you are being asked some questions, you can always refer to those issues that you have logged in. Okay, thank you. Everybody got that. All right, Mr. Timitope is still there. Okay, we go to the next one. Okay.
Hello, sorry, this thing is not displaying on my phone.
Network. We cannot help you now on that. Maybe you talk to MTN, they can give you. You are not using the office system, right? Okay, so basically you can attach PDF files, you can attach your reports, you can attach drawing, you can attach video, you can attach picture. You understand? All those stuffs, when you are writing your report, those evidences, those backup documents, you can also attach it in Zoho. So just take note of that. It's not location is the answer. All of that ones can be attached. Okay.
Mi ò lè ráyè yẹn sí, mo máa miss mo máa fún information, I'm not sure kò ní information yẹn lọ́wọ́. Bọ́lá gbé supervisor mi ni mo máa ní lọ́wọ́. Emmanuel, mo lè ní pé kò lè pe boy tí ó lose moment, supervisor mi ó lose moment. Ẹ lè bèrè lọ́wọ́ ìṣòro information náà bí kò bá sí kìlọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Ó wà ní training.
Can we mute ourselves, please? Okay, so when you open your dashboard, you can see your overdue work. You can see a lot of summaries there. You can see your upcoming work items. You can see your tags. You not see documents at that interface. Okay, if you are not familiar with that interface, of course, it might be difficult for you to understand this. That's noted. Okay. Okay, so the answer is vendor. Just take note of that. Let's move. Okay, so 7 people got it. Okay, this might be a little bit hard for somebody that has never used it, but it's noted. When we are in the interface, we look at that. Okay, 8 people caught it. So following some of the questions that we asked before, in project hierarchy, Zoho project, you create a milestone, you create a project, you create a milestone, you create a task list before you go to task. Please, let's take note of that. All right, 8 people got that. Oh, okay, the answer is change the task name. We will get to learn about that. Okay, so we have 2 more questions to go. Okay, you just need to click the add button, then you select users. That's the answer. Only 4 people got that. Mr. Deola is still leading. Okay, the last question. Congratulations to Mr. Diola for that. It's just to test our knowledge. Please don't, if you have not performed well, it does not really mean anything. Of course, some of us are new to this, but basically we just want to, it's just to, whet our appetites, you understand? That's the reason for that. So I go to my page profile, and then we see what we can do today. Just a minute. Is my page visible?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my Zoho Project interface. Of course, you see a lot of things there, and that only means that I'm using it already, right? So I will take us through the interface. I will show us how to do some settings. Then we will try and create a project. Then I will take you out to present your report. I want us to just pay attention to what I want to do now. And then after, we can take questions. And this video will also be available to us anytime we can have access to it. Okay, so we start. This is the interface for Zoho Project. And when you open like that, you land in your home. Okay, this is your home. You can see my cursor here. This is your home. One of the questions I said, what can you see on this dashboard? You can call it dashboard. You can see your project timeline Gantt. All right. You can see your project status report, project ownership report. You can see your project timeline summary and all those blah blah. You can see a lot of things. You can also customize what you can see. All right. So your issues, you can see it at a glance. Your tasks, you can see it. I have 0 open tasks, 15 closed tasks. My issues, my milestones. What are milestones? Milestones are basically activities that, for instance, when you want to build a house, for instance, you can say your foundation is your milestone. When you get to roof level, can be another milestone, right? When you finish it, can be another milestone. So the idea is just break your project into smaller chunks so that you can be able to monitor and manage them. But if your project, whatever you are doing, does not have too much activity, you can as well just leave it you might not need to break it down to milestones. All right. So let me quickly go through the interface so that we get ourselves familiarized with the interface. This is the home, like I said. We have the feed. This feed shows some of the things that I've been doing, the date, the time, and what I actually did. All right. So the feed is there for you to, if you want to check what you have been doing, what you have been up to, you can scroll down and see what you have been doing. Everything you have been doing, you can see it from this feed. This discourse is like a kind of a chat. You understand? You can chat on a particular project. If you have users in a project, you can chat, but we will not go into that detail. Then reports, and we have reports. One of the questions I asked that how can your reports, in what view can your reports be seen? And for that, if you can remember very well, you have what we call chronology and what we call milestone. There are different views for your report. All right. And these are your Gantt. Usually when you are planning a project and you are using a project software, and there's what we call you call it, this place is where you have your activities. And those activities are always represented on the right by these bars that you call your Gantt bar. Let me come again. Anytime you, for any software that is used for planning, on your right, usually have, on your left rather, you have the activities. And on your right, you have the bar. They are the pictorial representation of those activities. You can see, for instance, all these my activities, they have been crossed, showing what they have been completed. And you can see that's the reason why it's being marked there. I've completed these activities. If you look at this Gantt, it's showing all my activities, including the ones that are finished, all the ones, including the ones that are open, the ones that are closed, the ones that are overdue and open, the one that I have not assigned to some people. Everything is there, okay? So if I want to filter it, I just come here. I can click my open projects only, open activities only. Okay, but those activities are not showing. Let me go back. All right, so all my activities that are opened, they are here. All right, so I can go to report, right? I go to chronology, all my activities. Okay, so all my activities are here. Just a minute, please. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sure that I'm not talking to myself. All right, so these activities are the ones that I've completed. These activities that have not been marked are the ones that are going up. If you want to see them very well, you can stretch like this. If you are not interested in the Gantt side, all right. So these are my activities. So there are some columns here that we need to know what those columns are. So there are a lot of projects that are going on. All my activities from all the projects are displayed here. All of them. All right, these are the projects. All right. So all those activities, they are displayed there. Then the owner. There are some that are owned by, you can see the names of people that own it. All right. People that are supposed to be responsible for handling that particular activity. You assign each activity, somebody has to be assigned to do it. Okay. So another thing is, one thing, the way you monitor projects is that you need to update them based on the level of completion, what you are doing per time. That's what we call project tracking. So when you want to plan for a program, want to plan for a project, at every particular point in time, as activities are being done, those activities has to be updated. And how can you do that? You can do that through status. One of the questions I asked, how can you update your project? You can update through the status, I said, by changing this box, if you can remember that question, so that if you are answering it again, you will know. All right. Is either an activity is open, it means you have not started it. Immediately you start an activity, you need to put it in progress. And so many things can happen to that activity. Are you reviewing it? Are you testing it? When it stops, you can put on hold. When something is delaying it, you can put delayed and make sure you raise an issue to document what is actually delaying it. And when you complete an activity, you close it. And at times, some activities are canceled also, you can cancel it. So to update an activity, you do three things. Either you come to this dialog box and click one, either you amend the start date, or you can amend the completion date, the date that is completed. Please, let's take note the finish date or the completion date. Let's take note of that. Another way you can do that is the percentage completion. All right, this is percentage completion. You can update it. These ones are 100%, so you can update it. So just take note that to update a program of work, you do three things. Number one, change the status. Number two, you can change the start date. Number three, the percentage completion. you can change it. All right. So let's move forward. So we have the reports, we have the calendar. So the calendar, this shows activities. You know, at times some of us we would like to see the activities we are doing per day on our calendar. If you are that kind of person, you can just easily export this. When you've created a program, you can export this, and the days that you are doing some activities, you can save it and you can paste it on your board and you can be looking at it every time. All right. Okay. So then we go to projects. So when I click projects, these are the projects that I'm involved in. Some of them I created, some I did not create. And you can see the ones that are active, you can see the ones that are completed. All right. So if you go down here, you see a list of the activities that I am involved in. All right. So basically, that is the interface on the left-hand side. We go to the right-hand side. If you want to perform an activity, you don't know how to do it, you can use your search. This is a timer. This is a timer. This timer, you can attach it to a project, especially for some of us that you want to monitor what our people are doing and you want to know the time they are spending on an activity. When you create a project, you can attach this timer. And when you start an activity, you just click your timer. It starts counting. When you complete that activity, it stops. And the time you have spent on that activity is documented. It can be used for appraisal purpose. It can be used to monitor how much time you are spending on the assignments that you are being given. And we have, of course, this is this is notifications about what people are doing, about projects that you are involved in. Then we have the setup. For us users, there's a limit to which you can change what we want to change because the admin has a lot of control. They've done some settings for us. But for personal preferences, you can add your picture, you can add your number, your language you speak, you can change your theme, your landing page. So what this means is when you open your Zoho project, which page do you want to see? Do you want to see your projects? Do you want to see your reports? You want to see your calendar? You want to see your feeds? Anyone have clicked projects? I'm a project person. So anytime I open this software, I want to see my projects. Okay. You can do a lot of customization, but we will not go into that now. The customization has been done for us from the IT, but I just need to let us know about this. This is one of the questions that I asked. The profile level for approval. We have the admin, we have the manager, we have the employee, we have the contractor, we have the client. Okay, just take note of that. Admins are able to see everything. Some of us are managers and some of us are employees. The way we have been configured in this project, if you are a manager, you are able to create a project. Just take note of this. If you are an employee, they can only assign responsibilities to you. You are not able to create a project. Just take note of that. So basically, most of us here are managers and an employee. And of course, if we want some of our vendors or contractor or our client to be involved in our project, you can add them, but they will have limited access. Access level in Zoho Project is governed by two factors. We have the profile and we have the roles. Okay, so we should not bother ourselves too much about this. So if I want to move away from this page, if you are in a page and you want to move away from that page, what you do is you see this red cross sign. You just click it and you are off from there. You are back to your normal page. All right. So what we want to do now is we want to create a project. So to create a project, what do? You either do two things. If you are sure it's a project you want to create, you will see this new project here. You click it. If you are not a manager on Zoho, the way it has been configured, you will not see this red new projects. You will only see maybe hard task or hard task list and stuff like that. All right, just take note of that. If you are not interested in creating project, you want to do something else, then you can go to this red button that has a cross sign up there. Okay. So instead of creating project, you can do so many other things. If you want to create a project, if it's a new task you want to create, you start from here. But if you're not doing that, you click this 9 squares. So from there, you can add a task, an issue, timer, project, user, milestone, task list, forum, event, and documents. So just take note of this. If you want to add any of these, when you create a project, you are supposed to add users. Users are who? They are people that have access to that project. Apart from the admins, only users we have access to a project that you have created. All right. So I navigate away from this. I go back to my interface where I have all my projects listed. Okay, so we go further now by trying to create a new project. Okay, I click new project. Let's see what comes up. My browser. Just a minute, my browser is behaving funny. How we are still able to see my browser, please? Hello?
Yes, it's blank.
It's blank. I mean, okay. I don't know what the issue is. Let me go back. Okay. It's still the same. Okay. So let me see. Okay. So what I have done is to let me cancel. I've come to this ad. Can you see my screen? Is it still visible?
Yes, we can see. We can.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Thank you. So I click this add button. All right. That's one of our questions. Add button. If you want to create user, I said click this add button, then you go to user. Okay, that's by the way. Cancel. So I click this add button. So I want to create a new project. Okay, it's not a new task. Let me select a new project. Okay. So I need to give my project a title. All right. So we call it Zoho
Manager Forum.
No, we say Zoho just a minute. Zoho Project, don't worry. Zoho Project training. All right. So who is the owner? I'm the owner. Do I have to select a template? I can leave that. We talk about templates later. When you configure your interface, and when you want to create another project, you want to have access to that interface. That's what they call templates, but don't let's bother ourselves about that. Okay, for you to create a project, you need to have an idea of how that project is going to last. We need to take note of that. You need to create the date the project is going to start. All right, I'm choosing today's date. And you need to have an idea of when you want that project to end. Okay, so I'm just assuming that is the end of this year. So there is a checkbox here, make this a strict project. If you click this, then it means this is a constraint that you have added. It means by fire, by force, this project has to end by the 31st of December. So I advise don't do that. So you can write a brief description about your project. This project is about training new managers about Zoho Project. Just an instance, all right? So your tax layout also, you can do that.
On Zoho Project.
We have some groups of projects. You can group your projects the way it's been configured. Some people are disturbing us, so please mute yourself, please. All right, so you can click. I have HR projects here, consumer projects. I have communication project. If I don't want to associate it with any group project, I can leave it. It's not compulsory. So you can also add tag. All right, you use this when you are doing conversation, but for us, let's go into that. Now, we have roll up. What does this do? This enables this option to roll up dates from tasks to sub-tasks to projects and milestone, everything, and the percentage completion will be calculated. It's always advisable to click it. What this does is that as you are updating your task, is giving it some weight and is calculating your global percentage completion. All right. So we need to customize our tab for that particular project. What are the things you want to see? What are the things you don't want to see? Do you really want to see your timesheet? I say, no, we don't want to see it. Do you want to see your expenses? Do you really want to see your issues? Okay, you can decide to leave that. Pages and documents, yes. Your forums, we don't want. Users, you don't want. Okay. Then we can say your project assets. Do you want it to be accessible to only project users or portal users? Portal users are those clients and those contractors, right? So let me leave it for public. I can click add. So what I've done is I've been able to create a project. All right. So we need to look for our project too. Just a minute. Okay, so our project is here. So you have created this project. Now to do the next thing is you log in. You click it. So it's giving us about 3 or 4 options. Option of adding milestone, option of adding a task list, and option of adding a task. I talked about the hierarchy in one of our questions. The hierarchy is project, milestone, task list, and task. Please take note of that. When next we are asked that question, we should not miss it again. I come again. Project, milestone, task list, and task. All right. So there are 2 ways. If your projects are just few activities and you don't want to break them down into milestone, you can easily go to add task straight. But if you are going to add milestone, you will start with milestone. But note, immediately you add milestone, you will need to add task list before you add task. I come again. If your activity, the activities in your project are few, you just go to task straight. If you need to break them down into manageable chunks, you add task milestone. When you add milestone, your task list and your task has to be added. So I will go for milestone. So I want to have about
Engineer Fatili.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. I want to add a comment.
Good.
For the junior managers and managers, I think this is one of the places that will be critical for them because they are currently on a project and those projects have to be broken down into milestones, possibly maybe month on month. Okay. So I hope they are getting this clarification from you. Maybe you might want to reemphasize this again. You know.
Okay, you want their milestone to be on monthly basis, right?
Yes, according to Johannes, he said he wants to see what they are doing.
What they are doing.
Break down the project into, yes.
Okay. So they should take note that when you are creating your project, please, you don't need to go through the shortcut. You have to go through from milestone to task list to task. Those are the ways to break it down. So I don't know what is wrong with my this thing. Let me refresh again. So okay, good. So is the network. So I want to use the 5 process group for a project to create milestone. This is just an example. Of course, we are involved in so many things. Some of our activities, some of them are kind of routine-like, but we can break it to milestones. Some of us can be weekly, some of us can be monthly. It's very important for sales guys. Your milestone can be monthly or it can be weekly. You understand? So as the case may be, we can decide to break it down to what will suit what we are particularly doing. So I say initiation. Okay, that's a milestone. It's starting the same day. I need to fix a date for it. So let's assume I'm spending one month on these activities. All right. Okay, let's assume I start by 1st of August, which is a Sunday, no way. Then end of August. All right, the owner is Fatile. Is it internal or is external? You want people in on how to see it. Internal. Do I need to add a tag? No, I'm not interested. I say hard. Okay, I've created one milestone. I need to create all my milestones because before I need to go inside to break it down, I create another milestone here. I say planning. I want to do this in September. 1st of September to ending of September. Okay, I click hard. All right. So it has taken me in to task list, but I will not do that. I will go back. I still want to create more milestone. See what I did. You know, it took me inside planning direct, but I'm going back. I want to create all my milestone first. I click add milestone. I say execution. I want to do this in August, September. I want to do this in October. 1st of October to end of October. All right. So I click add. I go back. I click another milestone. Monitoring and control. I choose November for that. 1st of November to ending of November. I click hard. So I go back again. I click my last milestone, and that will be close out. Okay, and that will be in the month of December, just for an example. Okay, so I want to close this project before I go for my Christmas, so I pick 23. All right, so I've done, what have I done? I've been able to add 5 milestones. You can see milestone is red here, it's highlighted here, right? Milestones. So what you now do, you will go back to, you click any of the milestones, you want to populate it with the activities that were under them. So the irony of this thing is, since you have gotten 2 milestone routes, you will need to create a task list. Task lists basically are another ways of grouping activities together. You understand? This is a hierarchical ways through which you can group your activities. If you are handling a very big project, you will have all these things. But if your project is a small one, you might not need to go through all these routes. So I had task list. Task list is just like a kind of description to group them together. I can say initiation activities. Okay, so I click add. So I'm inside that. I can now click this inside of this one. That is when I can now add my task. Please take note of that too. So my task is project brief. When you start a project, you do what? A proper brief has to be given. This is just an example. Depending on what we do, please, we need to know that our activities are different. It's just, so you need to put a date to start it also. All right. Just pick a date. I'm just picking a date. Don't just mind what I'm doing. Just the idea is not to show us what we want to do. Okay, so you can click Add. So if you are in a page and you don't understand it, you can always close this. Let's go back to initiation project. You can also close this. Let's go. This is our milestone. Initiation, I have added task list. I have added a task. I close it. I go back. I go to planning now. So planning activities, I can say planning activities, just a minute. I click add. I go inside the planning activities. I want to add like 3 tasks here. Add task. Task 1, I can say detailed design. Okay, I can assign a date. I can assign a user. So if you, like I said, when you want to create a project, you need to add the users there. So I need to now go back. I want to add the user to this my project. How do I do that? I go to this place, I click add. I come here. I want to add what's happening? Wow. This is behaving funny. I want to add users. Okay, so I go to projects, Zoho training. Then I want to add users are not coming in. Wow, that's interesting.
Engineer.
Yes.
For the users, are we not supposed to have added the users even before?
At the beginning, yes. You are supposed to have done that actually. You are supposed to have done that. But my user is not even coming in. I don't know what happened. That's funny. It's not coming in. This network, at times network. Let me refresh. It should come in. Cancel. Just a minute. Okay, let me try again. Something is wrong.
Okay, so it brings me to a question, Engineer Fatili.
Yes, go ahead. While I sort myself out.
If we don't add the users at the
you will not be able to select and assign them.
So maybe that's what's happening here. I don't know.
No. They are supposed to be available for me to select, but it's not available.
Okay.
And that's the issue. Just hold on. It was available when we were, I was able to, it was available then.
Yeah.
And at times, this thing can be network. It should be.
Because I'm seeing users in my own.
You are seeing it in your own. Can you imagine?
Interface there.
That's funny. It's not coming up. Okay, let me check again whether it will be available now. Okay, thank God it's available. So I will now select the projects that I want to add the users to. So the list of projects that are ongoing are distributed. God, something is wrong. Okay, it's not even there. Our project is not even showing. Let me type and see what I so. What is wrong? Okay, we need to go and do something about our project. We need to, let me see. So we will tell we will tell IT to have a group. Mr. Adiola. Hello, Mr. Adiola.
Yeah, go ahead, I'm with you.
It has gone again. IT will create a group for us, for your managers.
What kind of what you mean a group?
They will create a group for us so that we are able to. We're having issues with signing. It's not coming up. They will sort that one out. Okay. So I was so assuming I have I was able to add people to it. This everybody that you are seeing here, they are admins. That's why you are seeing them. All right. Easily I can just add a user. You understand? So I've added a owner to that particular activity. All right. Okay, so let's go back to projects, Zoho training projects. If you don't like this view, you can come to the next view. Okay, so this is I'm planning. So let's go to our milestones back. I want to populate more. In planning, we have done something in planning, right? Planning. Okay, I want to add tasks. Okay, so I want to quickly add 3 tasks under planning. I say detailed design. I can add more. I can say town planning. So I'm just using something that is related to what I'm doing. You understand? Just take notes of that. Our assignments, our responsibilities are different. Okay, I can say, okay, I'm okay with that 2 activities under planning. I can close this, my milestone. So I want to add something under execution. Well, you need to add the task lists. Construction activities. Okay, I click add. So I can now add, just a minute. I can click it inside, then I can now add my task. I want to add like 3 tasks. I want to add civil works. When you click add, it stops the process of adding. But when you click add more, it gives you another empty place. I can say mechanical works. I can click add more. I can say electrical works. All right. You can see that I've not been adding dates. I'm supposed to add my dates that these activities are supposed to take place, but because of our time, I'm just trying to move very fast. You add your dates, your priority. How important is that activity? Is it high? Is it low? Is it medium? You are supposed to do all those ones to suit what you are doing. Basically, that is the idea. All right. Okay. So let me click add to close that. So I close this. I go back to, I close this. I go back to my milestones. I monitoring and control. I want to add something. I say monitoring activities. Okay, I click add. I go inside, then I can add task. I can say project tracking. Okay, I click add. All right, so I can cancel. I can cancel. I go back to my milestones. I want to populate the closeout. Under closeout, I can say close out activities. All right. So I come in, I click add task, snagging, add more. Handing over. So what I've done is just to populate my program, even though it's not detailed enough. Okay, so I've populated my program and let's see what we have. So these are my programs. These are all open activities. Depending on the view that you want, we have the plain view, we have the classic view. The classic view shows both those activities and those milestones. You understand? And we have the Kanban view also. Kanban view is just like a calendar view. It basically shows you the activities that are open, the activities that are in progress, the one under review, the one to be tested, and all those blah, blah. At a glance, you see the status. That's the Kanban. The Kanban shows the status, all your activities. It places them under their own status. If you don't want to see a particular status, you can collapse it. All these ones, you don't want to see it on hold, delayed, you want to see it. Closed, cancelled, you don't want to see closed. The ones you want to see, it can display. So all my activities are opened. That's why they are all here, they are open, okay? So let's go to classic view again. So at the classic view, you are able to see your activities and under their milestone, all right? So if you want to view the Gantt site, you go to Gantt and reports. Like I said, Gantt is showing a pictorial representation of your activities, and you have the dates there. The date is always there. You can use this to zoom in or to zoom out. Okay, you can always check from this side to that side. All right. Okay, and so these are your activities. So the most important thing when you are planning a program is to constantly update them as activities are being done. Okay, so how do we do that? I've mentioned that before. You can do that by updating the status, whether it's open, is in progress, as the case may be. And you can, when an activity starts, you can update the date. The reason why you are not seeing anything under this start date was because when I was entering them, I was not putting any date because of our time. The idea is just to get us to know how to do these things. All right. So what else you can do is, so when your activity starts, it's your responsibility to click in progress, task updated. All right, you have to click in progress. You have to, and if we've added the dates we show here. Let me update one. For instance, if this one is in progress, you click in progress. All right, the start date shows. All right, the duration is 1 day. So you can always change the date here. Let's say 10 days. You save it. All right, it has calculated your due date immediately. And you can update your, of course, you can update your, when your activity is completed, you can update the completion date here. So that is the view. You can export this view. If you need to submit a report, okay, you can export it to PDF and fix to width. So you can even password your report if you want. If you want to click yes, would you like to encrypt your file? You can add a password to that file. You can say Zoho Project. Click OK. Just a minute. My system is taking time to load. Okay, so this should, let me try this again. No. Okay, it's taking some time to load. Okay, so it's downloading. It's downloaded already. You can see my project, even though it's not looking the way it's supposed to look. But this is your report. You can customize this report to be in one page. You can do all that. Some of us are very busy and you don't carry your system. I know some of us, what will be going in our mind is, this takes a lot of time. Am I going to have time for all these stories? Okay, I will just need to tell us that the responsibility, the activity of setting this thing up is just once when you want to start. Anytime I have the opportunity, I tell people that planning is something that is very important and cannot be overemphasized. It is often said that 2 minutes spent in planning saves 10 in execution. When you do your planning very well, when you want to plan, it's like you are trying to have a mental picture of what you are going into, the project you are doing, and you are able to say, okay, I should be able to spend 3 days, 4 days, 5 days on it. At times it doesn't work that way. You need to update it. Okay, so I don't want us to see this as a waste of time. It's a good way to report what we are doing. All right. And for some of us that say, will I be carrying my system up and down? Okay, you can download the Zoho app on your phone the same way you use, if you are using your phone to receive calls. All right. Download the app on Google Play Store or Apple Play Store, as the case may be, and use that login, open your mail, copy that login, and you can sign in into Zoho from your phone. You can update progress of your work on your phone at any particular point in time. I talked about documents that we can attach to our projects. There are a lot of projects we can, a lot of documents we can attach there. I've sent somebody to go and do something for me to get a document printed. I'm not in the office. He's there. He wants to print it. The file he copied is corrupted. What do I do? All I just did was to log into my Zoho project on my phone. I got the PDF file out and I sent it to him on WhatsApp, and he was able to download it expressly. I was not with my system. He was not with his system. All my projects, all the documents accruing to my project, I have them at a go anytime I want to have access to them. And that is one of the key importance of using this program. At times in fact, you have saved a file, you don't even know where it is. This does the job for you easily, without any program. So the documents that you are able to upload, your let's see what you are able to upload: documents, spreadsheet, presentation from cloud, from folder, and stuff like that. You are able to upload them. And you want to create folders. You want to create folders. You can create new folder. You can say project report folders. So your people can, when they go, from some of us that are sales people, they're on the field, and they can create this folder. They can always upload their reports here, and it will be available to us. Even videos, you send them for inspections, they can upload video here. You understand? You upload video, you upload pictures, you upload anything you want to do here. All right. So to upload, all you just need to do is to click new. You say upload file. You click that particular file. All right. You click start. And you see it is 100%. You close it. You go to documents. Just a minute. Oh, our time is fast spent. So while my system is booting, I know our time is fast spent. We are almost clocking close to 2 hours. Okay, I want to give chance for questions. Of course, some of the things that we are talking about might be strange to some of us, but they say practice makes perfect. I've been using softwares for planning since 2008. That's about 12, 13 years away from now, and it has really helped me. It can help us also. So if we have questions there, let's ask our questions, please. Can we ask our questions, please? Can we ask our question?
I have a question. Hello.
Hello, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, my question is this. We are using this app for the purpose of our project. Can we also use it for our other endeavors? I also do projects, but I don't use many software, and I've been able to.
Yes, you can use it, my brother.
Oh, okay.
You can use it. That's what I'm using. You can use it.
Okay.
The company paid some money to get licenses. We had to remove some people on the platform to put you people there.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
The money, the company paid for it, and we have to use it.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Fatile, I have a question.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, so access was given to those selected people, but can someone be added on the Zoho platform as a user without the person having prior Zoho access?
No, sir. So basically, that access that we're giving, their licenses. When we started, when the implementation of this software, 50 users were paid for. You understand? And if we want to add any person, we need to remove those who are already there. We are in the process of, we want people that are not using it, we want to remove them and add people that are ready to use it. You understand? So, but we need, we need to see that we really want to use it, and you're not just going to allow it to live follow. We can always have a way around that. But,
all right, so for the groups, we are in groups and we have group members. So is it only the administrator that will have access, or every member of every group for the project would have access?
We are not able to accommodate everybody in the group. So basically, the leader of your group should be able to know this thing very well. He should be able to set a program up, and he should be able to update it. As things improve, the option of probably adding others is still there, but let's just leave it as it is now. For now, it can be better. But your leader should know how to use it, and your project should be properly documented and updated as you do those activities.
Okay, so implementation of tasks. How are we going to go about that?
I don't know the tasks that you are going to be giving. Mr. Diola?
Engineer.
Yes, Mr. Sam.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. If I understand correctly,
yes,
the goal is that each group's project is on Zoho, and there is somebody who really understands how to work with Zoho, who does the updating and all that. So the way the way it is now with what you have explained, it's not like we would really be able to assign, because the system cannot currently accommodate all of us. It may not really be possible to assign tasks to people.
Yes,
because if you assign a task to a person who does not have access to Zoho, then it's just pointless.
Yes, you are correct.
Exactly.
You are. What I will still need to sit with Mr. Deola. Mr. Deola is not more in. Is it Mr. Deola?
Yeah,
okay, now let me check something with you.
Yeah.
The activities, the responsibilities that you are giving these groups, who is assigning it in the first place? You are the one, right?
Yes, maybe I might need to.
So because the way it can work now is for you to do that assignment will now go to the group leaders.
Okay.
You understand? So I think that's the way it can work.
Okay,
so
fine.
You do the scheduling, the create the project for what you want them to do. You will now assign it to the group leaders. So they are the ones that will now update.
But what if I do that?
Yes.
Who now does the those task
updating?
alignment?
The group leader will do the updating now.
Okay.
You understand?
I just assign the project task to them. Then the group leader now
when the activity is completed, they will update.
Okay. All right.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Fatile, how many slots are available on Zoho at the moment?
There is none. But we can
all
always
50
add
slots are fully. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
What I mean is, are all 50 slots actively being used?
No.
At the moment?
No.
Okay. Like how many would you, if you had to give a rough number of how many are not currently being used? What would that number be?
It was around 15, 16. We removed 3. We added 3 guys from your hand. So the group leaders were supposed to be 6, 3 people. You, Mamaka, and somebody else.
And Steven, we're
already on the group. So for the remaining 3 people, I removed 3 people that were not using it. I can still remove more if I want to do, but we need to just agree with Mr. Deola that some other people want to come on board. We will see what we can do about that.
Sam, I'm not sure the all 17 people
will not be able to accommodate everybody.
Yeah, apart from, we won't be able to accommodate one. Then 2, I don't see the logic in also giving all the 17 of you that access for now. So my assumption is for those people that have the access, right? Yes, they can log in whatever activities they are doing on Zoho. However, those that don't have the access and their team members can also, you can share that your I don't know if that's possible, but please correct me if I'm wrong. For instance, Sam is in my team, is the one that has the access. If I need to input things, can I log in with Sam's email, input those activities I need to input, just to update?
Sure.
No. That's a capital no.
Oh,
I don't think it will work because your password will typically be your system password.
System software, yes.
And it's not, that's not something you want to share with everybody.
Okay,
so the reason why I'm asking these questions is because I thought one of the other goals of this project was to also socialize the use of Zoho with everybody in this team, so that when eventually those that are managing people now, or those that are not managing people now, when they then start to work with their teams, they can actually put tasks and all that and manage them through Zoho. So if it's just like 3, 4, 5 people that are doing that in the big team, I don't really see that goal being achieved.
Yeah, that's a good
one.
That's why I'm asking this question. So, Engineer Fatile, I don't know, with this coming up now, that means it will make sense if we actually put all of them on the project. I don't know.
Okay, now we need to, I can't promise anything, but if I understand correctly, in your this program of 17 people,
yes,
all the 7 managers, how many full managers do we have?
7,
7, right?
Yes.
So I will say to start with, let's get all the 7 guys on board.
Okay, good.
So give me the names of those that are not on board. Let me see who I can remove and do that.
Okay, should I give it to you now? I have the
start
names.
with is Madam Ika. Okay, just send it to me. We will see what we do.
Okay, I'll send it to you. It's Adeoye, Kenneth, Karunwi, and Mustafa. It's just those four.
We need to get them on board. We will do that.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay. Madam Yinka. Okay, don't worry. I'll just call you later. That's how we. Okay.
So, Mr. Adiola.
I'm with you.
So you are going to assign those responsibilities, right?
You mean the project, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when I'm doing that assigning, am I, like, for instance, the managers now, there's a project for 3 groups. So if 2 people are in the same project group, do I assign that project to the 2 of them? That looks vague. I don't know.
Let me see what we can do. Okay, you want to...
If you understand what I mean.
I do. You can assign 2 users to one activity. It's possible.
No, the thing is, I'll be assigning a project to them. For instance, create a new
different projects for different groups, or the same project for all of them?
No, different projects for different
so it makes it easy now if it's different.
But when you have like 3 people in a group now.
Is the leader that you assign it to now? That's what we said.
Okay.
And the leader is supposed to be on the group.
Okay, yes, exactly.
So
the leader
it will now be his responsibility to make sure he liaises with the team, and the activity is completed. And what they can do, please, is very important. They can document what they have actually done in terms of the description when they are. Maybe I can share my screen to shed more light on that. Just a minute. Okay, now, if, for instance, this is an activity, project tracking, you have a description, then you have comments, subtasks. If you have attached a timer, if you document forum dependency and stuff, issues when you have issues. So let them use this when they are updating that activity. They should do some documentation here. Talk about what they have done. I don't know. If they need to attach any evidence, they can attach. Okay. If there are sub-activities to that particular assignment, you can add it here. You understand?
Okay.
So just they can use this to report what they are doing, just for your information. You understand? So that is very key. If there is any attachment, they can, a picture, anything, or a file, or maybe they've even done the report in a file and they just want to attach it. Instead of talking here, they can easily attach it. Okay.
So what's the difference between these attached files and the documents you?
And this one is attached to an activity.
Oh, okay.
So you can attach to a project or you attach to an activity. This activity is project tracking.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Any other issue? Usually when we come for trainings like this, 2 things before we close now. We need to agree on when we will review what we have done, 1. Then number 2, there is need for us to also have a take-home that we work on to be sure that we know how to do this. So, Mr. Adeola, please, maybe you will need to come in here. I don't know how we are going to do this. We can do it like I need to follow up to be sure we really understand this thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So maybe they can give them something to do, the leaders, as the case may be. Let them export it. You know, I talked about exporting your reports, yeah. And let me see what has been done. I don't know, or if you don't want me to see it,
okay,
I can send it to you. I don't know how we want to do it.
Okay, let me
the idea is to be sure that we really understand what we're talking about.
If they perform any activity now on that platform, can they remove it?
If you Can they remove it?
What I'm saying so is, by the time they now kick off with the main project now, you are saying now you want to be sure that they have their hands, hands on.
We can create a dummy. We can create a dummy project exercise.
Good, exactly. That's what I'm trying to.
We can do that then an exercise. The idea is just to lay their hands on it. We can remove it from the platform later.
Yeah.
So you help me coordinate that, please.
So
yeah, we need to agree on when next we missed for this refresher also to be sure that everything is okay. 2 things.
Okay, maybe we should discuss that now, or you want me to? I want everybody's
just discuss
input.
and get back to me on that.
Okay.
All right.
Because I'm thinking by next week we're expecting them to, or by latest second week in August or so. Yeah, we're expecting that they will be meeting with Johannes again, and by then he would have seen the milestones for the entire year. So following that, I believe you want them to now start putting it on Zoho. So maybe we might want to meet before then. I don't know if that's fine.
Yes, and Johannes gets report every Monday.
Exactly.
You say yes.
So we might want to meet before then, because by the time he gives a go ahead to some of their milestones, it's expected that they put it on Zoho straight away, because it's not going to be asked following up on them. It's just going to be going to Zoho to check these things. So for the dummy work, maybe today, tomorrow, I will talk with you, Engineer Fatile, and see what we can create. Something like a dummy project for all of them, for at least the 7 managers, if we can add the remaining 4, and the other 3 junior managers, at least let them have a feel of how to go around the Zoho. Maybe Yinka can create some dummy projects for us. I don't know if you have anything in mind, but we'll talk about that offline. So they can do that maybe this weekend into next week, just before the second week in August. So you can assess them by the end of next week, see, how far they have been able to cope and what they have learned or absorbed so far with the knowledge you have expended. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. We've spent over 2 hours here.
Yeah, thank you, Engineer Fatile. It's actually inexhaustible. Even me, I was trying to do some things on my own, so I see that there's a whole lot of things to do on Zoho actually.
So the video will be available. I know it's not something where we grab one time, so you can always refer to it. I will send the video, right?
Yeah, I will also cascade all that to all the 17 participants. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe you might want to do that to the other people that joined too, those that you invited. Do you understand? Like Felicia, Juan. I think I saw Basil.
Has it been completed?
So
how many does?
Thank you, Engineer Fatile.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for at least taking time out to learn something new